from the News Channel 5 Network. This is OpenLine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to OpenLine. Glad you're with us tonight. Tonight, we're talking about something that a lot of people talk about, especially in Nashville and Middle Tennessee. We're talking real estate. If you're trying to buy a home or sell a home, this is a very interesting time. And we want to bring in an expert and give you a chance to just ask some questions, whatever questions you may have. And then I also want to get a sense of just how hot this market is, how long will it continue, what does it mean if you're looking to buy or if you're renting, all of those questions. And happy to have with us Gabriela Lira, real estate broker from here in Nashville, in the Green Hills area is where you are centered, but you work all over.
That's right.
Thank you for coming on once again, joining us via Zoom. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me on and can't wait to talk about real estate, my favorite subject.
Your favorite subject. Well, that's great. So, I mean, my first question, again, how hot is the market right now? Is it showing signs of slowing down or is it accelerating? Kind of where are we right now?
Sure. So I'm sure a lot of you have been keeping a close eye on the real estate market. It definitely is still a hot market. People are telling us, the experts are saying that there is a slowdown, but the way I'm seeing that play out is instead of getting 10 offers on a house, maybe we're getting 3 to 5 offers now. So there's definitely a slowdown, but inventory is still very low, and it is so low compared to a plethora of buyers out there.
Number one, why are there so many buyers? Where are the buyers coming from?
So buyers are both local and people relocating here. So Middle Tennessee has always been a hot market for work-related moves. But believe it or not, when COVID hit, we became the #1 destination for lifestyle-related moves. Employers realized that their employees could be productive working from home, and where employees were allowed to work from home from anywhere. So they decided to move from the big cities and come to Tennessee.
And what is the interest rate situation now? Is it going up, down, and what impact is that having on housing?
So interest rates are slowly creeping up, but very slowly. So we're still at historic lows when it comes to interest rates. You know, our parents saw double-digit interest rates, and we are definitely nowhere near those.
When you say they're creeping up, what do you mean?
Well, let's say they're creeping up just a few points. Maybe we're at 3.16, 3.25, 3.75, perhaps. And earlier this year, we were closer to 3.
Okay, so still right around in the low 3s is kind of where we are.
Yes.
And what is the inventory? You talk about the inventory. What do you mean when you say inventory is low, and what is the inventory that's out there?
So what I mean when I say that inventory is low is that there are not enough homes for sale. So builders cannot build homes quickly enough. So builders aren't building at a pace that keeps up with the number of buyers that are out there, but also people are not putting their houses on the market as frequently. So there are just not enough homes for people to buy.
I think we have a caller on line 1. Is it Andre? Is that right? Andre? All right, let's go to the phones now. Andre, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, go right ahead. What's on your mind?
Hi, yeah. So I'm a first-time home buyer in this market, and I would just really love to know, what is your advice for someone navigating this crazy Nashville market right now?
It's definitely not the easiest time to be a buyer, let alone a first-time home buyer in this market. Many first-time home buyers are telling me that they're having a hard time saving up for a down payment because rent prices are so high. So to those people, I have a couple of pieces of advice to save for a down payment. One, look around your house. Are there things that you're not using or that you don't need that you can sell? Go ahead and sell them and put that money in an account. Two, there's a big gig economy. Do you have a certain talent? Can you drive for Lyft, for example? Some people are doing that for a period of time until they're able to save enough money for that down payment that they need. In addition to that, know your finances, know your credit score, have a good credit score, and work on keeping it that way. Hire a great real estate agent that can educate you on the market, connect you to a great mortgage broker that can tell you how much you can afford in this market. And then, that's kind of where you have to get started. And you might not always buy your forever home the first time around, but this is your entry into the market. You keep it for a few years, 3 to 5 years, you gain some equity, you sell it, then you use the equity and your down payment to upgrade.
What is the expected price? And maybe it varies from county to county. You can give us a couple of county examples. But what's the expected price for a first-time home buyer? What are we talking about now?
Well, I will tell you that as of September, the median home price in Davidson County was $415,000. So that is quite a jump from what it's been in the past. But, there are areas outside of Davidson County that are much more affordable. You can go out to Rutherford County, Maury County, even some areas a little further north, like Sumner County, are more affordable than Davidson County or Williamson County.
Good grief. Well, yeah, that's terrible for a first-time home buyer. And is that what you would expect a first-time home buyer? They need to think about having that kind of money to buy a house?
No, not necessarily. There are more affordable areas just outside of Nashville that will get you more for your money. That's one thing. But surprisingly, because of high student loans, we are seeing older first-time home buyers than ever before. And by the time some first-time home buyers purchase a home, they're married perhaps, and they have double incomes. And so they are able to afford a little bit more because they've waited longer to be a first-time home buyer. In addition to that, relocations, right? If you're moving here from New York City and you've just not been able to afford a home there at any point because prices are so much more expensive there, and you come here and $500,000 doesn't seem that bad to you.
And is that, that's what we're up against, I guess. Because when I hear the median price is $414,000, I'm like, well, how is it going to go up much more than that? It seems like that's a huge number.
It is a huge number, and unfortunately, I just read an article by Goldman Sachs that predicts that by the end of 2022, home prices will go up by another 16%. So if you're a buyer on the fence, it's time.
Good grief. Okay, let's go to Katie. Hello, Katie.
Yes.
Go right ahead, Katie. What's on your mind?
Hi, I have a question. I was just very curious what the fuss is all about with Zillow offers.
The fuss with
that's
Zillow
a great question.
offers. Okay, what does that mean? I don't understand that question. What is the fuss with Zillow offers?
So Zillow has been trending recently because they shut down their iBuyer program. So in the past, they had certain parameters. If your home was under $500,000, let's say, you can go in and get Zillow to make you an offer for your home and purchase your home outright. So Zillow was out there in the market competing with first-time home buyers, competing with all the other buyers out there. And what's happened is that Zillow has an algorithm that they use to price homes, which drives real estate agents crazy because a lot of times those numbers are very inaccurate. But they were using this algorithm to make offers on homes. They would buy these homes, they would renovate their homes without truly knowing what buyers wanted in this market. Like, what are the upgrades and the renovations that buyers want? They just did some upgrades to these homes, and then they would put them right back on the market for sometimes a higher price. And what's happened is that they did not price those homes correctly. Sometimes they had to put those homes on the market for a lower price than what they originally purchased these homes for, and their program quickly fell apart because they were losing money. And they just announced, I believe it was yesterday, that they are shutting their iBuyer program down because they're losing money. And the lesson in all this truly is you need to be boots on the ground to understand a market. You cannot use some algorithm to price a home, right? You need to understand market dynamics. You need to understand neighborhoods. You really need to have experience when pricing a home.
So I've always heard Zillow does overvalue. I mean, if you go online and look at Zillow and you look at your house, it may be a little higher than what you might get, I guess. Is that generally true?
Generally true. They tend to give your home a value that's much higher than what the actual market value would be.
And so they were going around buying homes based on those higher values, and they lost money. Is that that's the situation?
Yeah, that's partially the situation. Some of the homes they were buying were in need of renovations and repairs, and they were doing some minimal cosmetic things to these homes. So investing even more money into an asset that they already purchased high, and then putting it back on the market for an even higher price. It was just sitting there, so they'd have to lower the price and a lot of times take even less than what they purchased the house for before doing a renovation.
Wow. And did that happen in Nashville? They were buying houses in Nashville, Zillow was?
Yes.
Because they're getting so many offers anyway. I mean, it seems like by going through Zillow, you're kind of depriving yourself of the opportunity to have a bidding war if that's going to happen.
You said it. You said it, but some sellers, for whatever reasons they might have, don't want to go through the process. They don't want to go through the process of getting their home ready for market. They don't want buyers coming through their doors. And so Zillow was offering what seemed like a quick and easy solution for those type of sellers.
Let's go to Markia. Hello, Markia.
Hello.
Go right ahead.
My question is, what percentage of down payment does she recommend that a new home buyer should put down?
Okay, yeah. We just heard the median price, which was astronomical. What percentage down payment is required or needed now?
So it really depends on the type of loan that you obtain. I've heard some conventional loans are requiring as low as 3% down, which is fantastic. FHA loans are 3.5%. And then some people that have more money saved, they like to put 20% down because at 20% down, you save mortgage insurance on mortgage insurance. So your payment is a few $100s less.
And what is that? So is it really, it depends on the loan. And there was a time after the housing crash where I thought everyone was required to put down 20%. Is that right? And now banks have relaxed that or not?
I don't know that there was ever a time where 20% was a requirement. 20% is encouraged because then you're not paying the additional mortgage insurance.
Okay, so anywhere from 3 to 20%. But you think you could, so you're looking at that 414,000 median price. You could possibly just need 3% to buy that home on the down payment.
That's right.
Okay. All right, let's take another call here. Let's go to Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Tracy, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Hi, Tracy. Go right ahead.
Hi. My question is about all of the mailings and phone calls and text messages and emails we're receiving about the purchase of our home. We're not in the market to sell our home, but we're continuously getting offers from people we don't know. And I'm just wondering if you got information you can share about that, please, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, they're crazy. Are you in Davidson County or what county are you in?
I am in Davidson County off of Hobson Pike in Antioch.
Okay. Yeah, tons of those kind
yeah.
of calls.
Yes. So, like I mentioned earlier, there aren't enough homes on the market. There aren't enough homes for sale. So, builders, developers, real estate agents, even, just buyers who haven't been able to find a home, they're getting desperate. So what they're doing is they are writing letters to people who live in neighborhoods where they want to live. And they put these letters in your mailbox, hoping that someone might be interested in selling their house. Real estate agents are doing it because we don't have enough homes to sell. So if someone's interested in selling, we would love to hear from you. And depending on the area in which you live, the size of your lot, you might be getting letters from developers or builders who might want to tear your house down and build too.
I feel like I'm getting calls from people out of the country even. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where there's a delay, and I answer and there's a delay and they say Benjamin Hall and I don't know. I feel like are there people that are calling? It doesn't seem like it's a real estate person from down the road. What about that? What are those calls about?
So you should be careful with those calls. They sound a little bit like a scam to me, especially if it's from someone out of the country. But I mean, if I were a betting man, I'd say some real estate agency hired a call center to cold call some potential sellers.
Okay. All right. Very interesting. All right. Some good questions there. Keep them coming. There's the number 615-737+, 615-737-7587. We will take a break, continue our discussion about real estate in Nashville and Middle Tennessee right after this.